YouTube, but it looks a little bit different. Very cool. Anyways, I apologize for being late. Um, it's not really for a good reason, particularly. Also, this feels kind of awkward, like the way I'm sitting. Let me try and adjust a little bit. What had happened was today I was trying to finish a vlog that I've been working on. So I was editing that. I got up and pretty much straight away started editing that. I'm on break from school, so I have more time. Hola! Sorry it took me a little while to come online. I'm explaining myself. Oh, these coats are popular in Japan. Like, I think pretty much everybody has one for, like, the train. Like, I always see people, like, on the train, like, wearing these. Um, but yeah, I was explaining why I am late, and it's mainly because today I was editing, and then I started having problems with the software that I was using, and then that took like 2 hours to fix, and then I went to the gym, and then after I went to the gym, I was like, isn't there something I'm supposed to be doing? Yeah, there is. I'm supposed to be streaming. That's what it is. But at that point, I had already committed to going to eat because I was hungry. So then I was like, all right, I'll just try to stream when I get back from eating. So that's what I did. And I made myself some tea. This is kind of like a continuous cup of tea that I've had since this morning. It's roasted green tea, which is pretty good, but it's like not my favorite. It's like a few days ago when you set it to today, I set a reminder and I was like, where are you? Yeah, I'm sorry. I realized like something was missing as I was about to go and get food. You were riding your horse? That is awesome. I would love to go riding. The last time I went riding was in Texas. And after I rode the horse for about 40 minutes, my behind was sore for like, I don't know, a couple of days. It was for a while. Yeah. Yeehaw, but very sore afterwards. And that time that we went, the time that we went riding, there was a lady that was riding too, and she was afraid of the horse from the beginning because everybody lined up and they picked out their horse, and she was acting scared from the beginning. And maybe about 20 minutes into the ride, her horse started pulling and going off, and it went off the trail and started eating grass, and she couldn't get it to move away from the grass. And then the person who was like in charge of the ride was like, just pull the reins. And when she pulled the reins, horses are smart. Horses can tell when you're afraid of them. And the horse was just like, you want some of this? You want some of this action? So then she freaked out. So then I think they had to come and get her because the horse didn't want to like leave the grass. But yeah, I love horses, and generally speaking, horses like me. But I don't ride that often. Going back to the comments, if your comments are delayed, it's because you're doing your makeup and getting ready for school. That's okay. I feel like I did not sleep super well last night, so I feel like my attention span is kind of goldfish-ish. Yeah, goldfish adjacent attention span. So if I get distracted easily, please don't mind me. I did the fashion show at the beginning of this month. That was really interesting. The day of the show, I was not feeling well. Oh my gosh, you got 2 hours of sleep? I guess I'll stop complaining about being tired then. Yeah, the fashion show was interesting. I wasn't feeling well the day of the show, so I ended up not vlogging as much as I wanted to. So I ended up recording like an intro and outro, like kind of giving more details yesterday, and then I was editing today. So yeah, that was that. And today I went to the gym, and for some reason, whatever I did for legs, not today, but the last time I did legs, is really hurting my legs. So my legs hurt really bad, which is part of why I'm sitting on the floor, because my legs can go flat instead of sitting on the couch. Yeah, my legs really, really hurt. 2 hours of sleep, I can't. Even with the, like, I want to say 5 hours, 5.5 hours I got, I still feel like I definitely need caffeine right now. Hi! Yeah, I'm trying. How are you doing? Hello, hello, if you just joined. I was explaining why the stream is late and that I'm on school break. I'm on school break until the 11th. You can't have coffee? This one is not coffee. This is... I forget the name of it. There's like a specific name in Japanese for the roasted green tea. But this is like roasted green tea, so let me see if I can tilt it without spilling it. Can you kind of see it? Even though it's brown, it's green tea because it's roasted. And I really like the taste of it. So I've been drinking this all day, pretty much since this morning. But today I kind of fell into an editing tunnel. I would stream myself editing if I thought it would be interesting, but I feel like it's not super interesting because I kind of have to pay attention to the computer, and then like if I'm editing audio, like you just hear random sounds and I just sit there and don't move. Okay, for health reasons, you can't have coffee. Got it. What happened? What are we exclaiming about? What happened? Let me see. Canute? I don't know your kanji. 1, 2, 3? What you talking about? What happened? Sophie? Only a certain level of sugar is allowed and no caffeine. Got you, got you. Well, hopefully the checkup goes well. I'm wishing you all the best for medical stuff. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't have caffeine, because I kind of feel like it's become a habit. I actually try to stop drinking so much. So I went half a day without caffeine. So like in the morning I drank caffeine, and then afternoon no caffeine, and I felt good. So then the next day I tried drinking no caffeine at all, and I was so grumpy. When I tell you I was grumpy, like it was worse than not having food. I was just very, very cranky. So I think I kind of have a problem. Got you. Well, I will pray that your test and everything go well. I'm wishing you the best. Yeah, I don't want to elaborate too much in this context, but yeah, I'm 100% wishing you the best. Of course. I started posting on TikTok, which I haven't done in a long time. And I started posting on TikTok again. And I was surprised at how unserious TikTok is at times compared to YouTube. Like, there'll just be random stuff on there. Yeah, we're definitely hoping for that to be not the case. 13% is a pretty small chance. So hopefully things go in a positive direction. Parth, what's up? How are you doing? The last time it was 100%, but now it's gone down. No, I don't know how to dance. I do not know how to dance at all. I've been seeing people doing like their different like dance videos and routines and stuff like that on TikTok. But most of the stuff that gets recommended to me is not that because of the stuff that I just kind of like watching myself. You're gonna teach me how to dance? Good luck! My husband has already tried to teach me to dance, and I'm just like one of those people that's just like very stiff and awkward when they dance. I used to do gymnastics, so like if it comes to like more sporty movements, I can do that. Of course! Of course! Sometimes you gotta admit when someone's got you beat. You know what I mean? When you're older, we'll have this conversation. We'll have this conversation later. What is going on? Parth asked. What is going on is I am catching up. I used to live stream a lot more frequently, but now I typically only live stream kind of at the end of the month. So this is the chance to see how everybody is doing, catch up on whatever the latest tea is. It's started to become a routine that I'll drink some tea while spilling the tea, but oftentimes it's just catching up with like how everyone is doing. So main things that I needed to share or like wanted to tell you guys was like right now I finished the semester of school that I had going on right now. I did a fashion show in Tokyo, which was very interesting. And I am working on the vlog for that, so that's going to be published for you guys soon. And then what else? School starts again on the 11th, and I'm going to have double the course load. And I was late for today's live stream because after going to the gym, I went to get food, and then I realized, oh, today is the day. Those are the main things that are going on if you just got here and you're wondering what on earth is happening. Okay, let me catch up with the comments again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. She was like, thank you so much. Aww. I love when like people that are like not millennials or Gen Zs are like into like the lingo and the culture for the younger generation. I mean, I'm definitely not Gen Z, but because I have like Gen Z in my circle, my inner circle, and because I create content, then I like get to see a lot of the Gen Z stuff. So I get some of the humor, but some of the stuff that's going on, I'll be like, okay, y'all are making me feel old. So I feel like I'm kind of in betweeny. You're going to the movies? Okay. As long as your family is cool with the situation, specifically if your mom is cool with the situation, because we've had some conversations about her a little bit. If she's cool with the situation, I'm not gonna give you a hard time. Did you do a play? Were you in a play? Yes, I'm in betweeny. You know we be creating our own words over here. We just make up our own words over here. You know, I can't watch big kid movies. Like sometimes like I'm trying to think the last movie I tried to go see. I don't remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure the last movie I went to see, I spent like the whole time like, is it over yet? You know? I'm just not a big movie person, and like to me, like I know this is going to sound very negative, but this is just my context, right? Like there are enough negative, like bad things going on in the world. You don't have to look far to see them. So like if I go to a movie and somebody's like, jumping out of a plane, or like something's blowing up or something, like you already probably lost me with that. I'm like, I want to watch the movies and enjoy like the soft life. You know what I mean? Like Ghibli movies or like something funny. I do not like big kid movies. Oh, that is so cool. You were in a play. What was the play? Huh? What kind of play was that? It sounds like Shakespeare, maybe. But I think in Shakespeare, it was just Twelfth Night that was like that. I have not read any Shakespeare stuff in a long time. The last like classic that I read was Pride and Prejudice. I listened to the audiobook. Yep. So I just read like the first line of what you said about the movie that you're going to go see, and I can already tell you 100% you would not catch me at that movie pretty much ever. Like I would definitely not go. I think when my brother visited Japan, I think we went to go see the Despicable Me movie. I think that's what it was. Yeah, I want to say it was Despicable Me. Anyways, in Japan, you can go to the movie theater and you'll have a movie experience where you're sitting in the chair, and then like maybe like, you know, someone would drop something heavy, right? And your chair vibrates. Or like somebody's surfing and they'll spray you with like moisture. Or like someone's burning cookies or something and the theater will get like smoky on purpose. It's supposed to like give you like a very immersive experience. And like even like if something happens, like I want to say we did this for the Mario movie too. Like your chair will like go back and forth. So like if they're like driving crazy or something, it'll be like, you know what I mean? Like in your chair. So like for Super Mario or whatever Mario movie, the Mario movie that came out like I don't know a year or two ago, that one was cool. Still kind of not really super my cup of tea because I'm not a movie person, but it was cool because it's my first experience with that type of like movie experience. For Despicable Me, I'm not even gonna lie, I fell asleep. And the craziest thing is, like, I was in the movie theater, and remember, they're spraying you with water, and they're moving the chair and everything, and I'm just like, and then, and then I woke up from sleeping, and I look, and my brother is asleep, and so is my husband. So I went back to sleep, and I woke up again, and then I did the same thing. And I want to say that happened like 3 times. You'll drag me to the movie theater. Good luck with that. Good luck. Because I'll either just not watch the movie or I'll probably go to sleep. What makes movies fun is watching with friends. You know what? To be fair, I went to see How to Train Your Dragon with some of my friends, and that was fun. That was fun. And some of it was because it felt kind of nostalgic, but then with like a new feel to it. So I did have fun watching that movie. It's not like I never ever have fun watching movies, but it's the percentage is pretty low. Like I'm not really a movie person. Books, when it comes to books, I'm a lot more like engaged. Like I'll read books. Like the books that I just read that I was really into was Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Those were both really, really good. Like I was like very invested in that. But like for movies, it's not so likely. As in your makeup? Are you talking about the Milk Cosmetics? Cuz I've been seeing that pop up too. That people use that for like, what is it, like a stick or something? Your milk. Well, I guess maybe you're gonna have to have oatmeal. Actually, I've been eating oatmeal lately because like I usually skip breakfast, and I really don't like oatmeal, but it's supposed to be healthy, so I've been trying to like turn over a new leaf, and it's really not that great. Um, oh man, did she take all of it? Because if she's not using all of it, maybe you can still put it in the fridge and then still have some. Oof. I'm sorry. You know, the crazy thing is, like, when I read that she took all the milk, immediately my brain went to maybe you can just walk over to the conveni and grab some. Because, like, where I live, like, there are, like, a couple of convenience stores that are, like, walking distance from my house. And they sell, like, all kinds of stuff, like gum, house slippers, um, facial stuff. I got these, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I'll have to buy some and then show you. I think that's what I'll do. I'll buy it and then I'll take a picture of it so that you can see. Specifically you, Sophie. But it's like this thing, you buy it and it has a circle in it. And then it has like these little sticker things for your like under eyes and then for your forehead. It's amazing. Um, yeah. Maybe you're gonna have to get some more, unfortunately. I used to like, this might be a hot take. So let me know if you think this is a hot take or not. But I used to like Ross more than TJ Maxx. Is that a hot take? Because TJ Maxx always had like, what? Okay, hold on. TJ Maxx always had like more like posh stuff. Like it's like, look, it's designer, but it's marked down and we have it right here for you. And then Ross is just like almost random. Like some days you go and you're just like, what are they doing? And then other days you're like, it's a treasure hunt. And 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 Ross had a better candle selection. Like I haven't been to Ross or TJ Maxx in like more than 3 years. So to be fair, maybe things have changed. But Ross always had a better candle selection. And I love me some candles. Um they have better like country outfits? Hmm. I've never gone to Ross with that kind of intention before. Interesting. I just know I really like to get candles there. And Bath and Body Works, I don't really think Bath and Body Works is a big thing in Japan. Like if you wanted like girly goodies and stuff like that, I would probably recommend Lush, cuz I think you probably find Lush here more easily than Bath and Body Works. But I could be wrong because like there's Taco Bell here, which I was surprised by. Like jeans and flannel shirts. Hmm. Interesting. I did used to like getting jeans at Ross. I don't remember what company they had, but they had one. They Taco Bell. Yeah, they have Taco Bell here. But I've never been to like Taco Bell Japan. I just went to Denny's Japan, and that was very interesting. Like they had it's like a vegetarian hamburg steak meal, so it's almost like a I don't know how to explain it. Is it do you is Hamburg steak like a thing? Cuz I never really remember it being like a thing in the States. But here it's like it's almost like a burger patty, but it's like thicker and it's just like the one piece. 71 degrees? I wish. I really wish. Actually, today it was a little bit warmer, to be fair. Today was a little warmer. These are not shorts that I'm wearing, but they're like, I don't know how I can show my leg. My legs hurt from the gym. I'm gonna try scooting backwards a little bit. These pants I'm wearing I got in Thailand, so they're like pretty lightweight. Oof. Gym shorts. I don't usually wear shorts these days, but it is very cold right now. But in general, I don't wear shorts as much. Oh, really? How is that going? Are you doing the running portion or are you doing like what is it? Jumping? Pole vaulting? I used to like to steal my husband's shorts. His basketball shorts. What type of person who just shows? Oh, okay. You like fashion. I hear you. Got you. I mean, if you just started, then maybe you have to let me know next month what you think of track. I don't approve. Nope. Don't approve. Where's the disapprove button? I disapprove. You know, the other day, so like lately, I've been going to some of the thrift stores in Japan, and the other day I got like a clutch there, and I was watching like on Instagram how to like take care of like older clothes and stuff like that, and this lady had like a denim skirt and she embroidered fake ants on it, and I thought that was so cute. Mm. Still don't really approve. Yeah, thrift stores are a lot of fun. I'm still trying to find more in Tokyo that are like more affordable. That's okay. That's okay because I probably should go to. Oof. No, don't approve. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. If it's Friday night here, then that means it's probably Thursday. I forgot about the time difference. Listen, okay? Okay, it's Friday morning for you. See, this is confusing when you live overseas, and like I feel like the first time I lived overseas, I had it kind of memorized, but now not at all. And then what makes it even harder is sometimes my sister will call me and I'm like, "What time is it?" And she's like, 3 in the morning. And I'm like, "Why are you calling me?" So then in my head, I'm like, it must be a reasonable hour of the day. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's 3 in the morning. I don't know. Going back to scalding you. No, I don't approve because like I think that there's no point in rushing certain things, you know? There's no point in rushing certain things, you know? Because as you get older, you're going to have to pay taxes. You're going to have to start thinking about retirement. You're going to have to start thinking about your credit score, if you're going to register to vote, your driver's license. Do you want to buy a home? If you buy a home, are you going to have a mortgage? You know, there's lots of things to think about as far as adulting. And I think relationships are kind of in the same category. Like, those things could be kind of like a negative, like drag type thing. But they come with some benefit. But there's no point in like rushing to them, if that makes sense. Did I lose you? You got a book bag keychain with plushies. The plushies that I showed on the channel the other day, I gave to a friend. So they went into retirement from this channel, but they're in good hands. So now I have, I don't know where I put it. Do I have it with me? I have it with me. I have my wallet with me. Okay. You're gonna make? Wait, what are you making? You said I'll be set, I'll be making. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. Yes, please do that. And at the rate of inflation, you might want to make more than that if you can. My coworker got me this one. And my neighbor made me this one. It has like a little veil on it. It's like woven cords. And then a local crafter made this one. I think these are actual cherry blossom petals. So yeah, those are my keychain things for now. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're going to go to college and get your degree. Credit. Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't think that's a horrible plan, to be completely honest. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad plan. The only thing, I think it's a good plan. The only thing is the income marker that you set in the beginning. That's the only thing I'm a little uncertain about. But it depends on your career field. So if you have a career field that has a good entry level salary of $250,000, that's a little high. That's what I'm talking about. But overall, it seems like a good plan. Yeah. I don't think Texas does either, if I remember correctly. They don't have state tax. That's what Texas doesn't have. Because we moved here from Texas. Only 200 of them. I think it doesn't hurt to start off small and then build your way up. Because you don't want to over leverage yourself. Because over leveraging yourself can land you with credit card debt. And not the good kind. Because you want to use your credit card and build your credit score, but you want to be able to pay it off. And I have a really good credit score, but part of that is because, like, before I ever got my first credit card, my dad told me, don't spend money you don't have. And then after that, I went to the bank, which I think it's true and not true in hindsight, but I think, like, for, like, teenage me, I think that was good advice. And then I went to the bank and I asked them for advice as far as, like, how to use credit cards and stuff. And then I just followed their advice exactly, which is how my credit score is decent. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like, I don't think that all debt is equal, but I think a good rule of thumb in general, especially for things you want, not things that are like investments. Like, if you, let's say, from the standpoint of your vision, right, of like investing in property and stuff. Let's say you bought a fourplex and you lived in one part of it, right? So there's like 4 different houses or like apartments combined, and you only live in one, and you rent the rest of them out to somebody. You could be making rental income on those units that you're not living in. And even if you took a mortgage to get that property, it might make sense to do that. In my head, like this, I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just saying, in my head, that makes more sense. But if you're like, oh, here's the, Chanel store, or here's like Louis Vuitton, I'm going to go treat myself for the same amount of money, and then you find yourself in debt, the two are not the same in my mind. Because at least if you have like the fourplex, you have you're getting something back for it. Your bag is not giving you anything back. It's like depreciating in value. The more you carry it and the more you use it, the more it goes down in value. And if you just keep it in your closet to look good and show other people that you have a nicer bag than them, still not really doing that much for you. That's how I think about money. Yeah, I think your parents and me would definitely vibe when it comes to finances. I could probably learn some stuff from them, to be completely honest, because they sound like really smart people. You said the minimum is $180,000 a year. But what is the job market like? What is the likelihood you would get a job in that field? If the job market is good, or like there's good future potential for that job, then that could be a really good investment. But if not, I will probably barely ever use a credit card in my life. I would like to just get a loan and pay it off and stick to debt to debit what I have. I hope you know that most of the time it's just me learning everything. Honestly though, I think that I wish I was more like the way that you're thinking when I was your age. Because when I was your age, I was definitely not thinking like that. I wasn't thinking about like planning out my career like that. I always wanted to like work for myself, and I always wanted to like get an education. Those things were important to me, but I didn't want to like sit down and be like, what will I invest in, or what will my credit score be like? And I think that's a good way to think right now. I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. It just means that you're responsible, and probably that you will be ahead of the people that are saying those things, or already are ahead of those people. But like technically, right, I can't give anybody financial advice, so I don't want to give financial advice. But I can say from experience what has worked and what hasn't. So, yeah, I think overall your plan sounds pretty good. The only thing is the salary, the starting salary for your career field, and also the potential of being able to find employment at that salary. And I have no idea, so I'm not sure. Wait, hold on. Yep, that's true. Okay, I will see you later. I mean, I'm probably going to stay live for a few more minutes, but I'm probably going to sign off too. I know, like, the lives are kind of, like, sporadic, so I can probably pick up the pace a little bit. But I don't want to promise. So, let's talk about that in the community. And in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. It was nice to talk to you. Stay out of trouble. I don't want to hear about any, new outfit pieces acquired under strange conditions. Just be good. It's fine. Whichever way. I'll find it. I'll get a notification. I'll post in the community when I find those little like face sticky things. I'll probably try and buy it from the convenience store. Bye, twin. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Fist bump. Is this a new one? Yes, it was very cute. I actually think that might be another hustle you could do, is design. But we'll talk about that later too. Yep. I think after this, I'm gonna do some laundry. My legs are very sore, so I'm gonna try and do that before I run out of energy. I'm already feeling tired. And then once I do laundry, I'm gonna see if my husband wants to do anything. Anytime. Anytime. And then if my husband doesn't want to do anything after the laundry, I'm probably gonna have some grown-up juice and go to bed. You know what I mean? Which is so nice, because like 7-Eleven has like all the things, like they have the little like face sticky things, they have wine, all of it. But I still prefer Lawson to 7-Eleven. I know like a lot of people compare different like convenience stores in Japan. And like I think the main ones are like Family Mart, Lawson, 7-Eleven. In our area, in this region, we also have Mini Stop and what's the other one? I feel like there's one more. There's like one more convenience that's like in the on the tip of my tongue. But those are like the main convenience stores. But Lawson is my favorite because they have plant-based cookies sometimes, and those are really good. Are you kidding me? I think we're getting mosquitoes already. I think that was just a mosquito. I'm not happy about that. In the summertime, there's always bugs, like always. Even like in the winter, like since it's been cold, since about like maybe late November, there's been no creepy crawlies getting into the house. Even if like I have to like take groceries in and out from like you when you go to the grocery store and you have too many bags to make one trip, and so you kind of like have to like open the door multiple times. In the time it would take to do 3 trips with grocery bags, I would have like 15 bugs in the house in the summertime. But in the wintertime, it's like absolutely peaceful. And I feel like I just saw a mosquito in here. I'm really not happy about that. That means it's starting to warm up. Like, I don't like the cold, but I think this month, the end of this month, what are we, February? End of this month through beginning of April or so should be nice. And then I think by mid-April, it's going to be kind of hot. Like, at least humid. And then by the end of April, it's probably not going to be fun to be outside, to be completely honest. So, and then tourist season kind of picks up in end of March, beginning of April, because of the sakura season. So it gets busy because of sakura season, and it's not hot yet. And then when that starts to die down, then Golden Week starts, which is like kind of like a major holiday period here in Japan. And so then people will travel. So probably from end of March to mid-May, everything is super crowded. What happened? You're in the car. I'm mentally calculating how much time I have left to enjoy the weather and the outdoors, and it's really not that much. Also, I didn't tell you, but my anniversary is at the end of next month, so I'm hoping to go on some sort of trip or do something fun for that. So that for March, I might have to play around with when the live stream is. See, you can tell I'm tired because I'm like live stream. 2022. I got married the same year we moved to Japan, which was crazy. We got married in the spring, and then we were in Japan by the fall. It was definitely an adventurous. So our first wedding anniversary ever was in Japan. Yeah. Cause I never know when you keep on listening. So I gotta make sure that like I'm thinking how do I say responsibly. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I feel like I gotta be like the big sis. You know what I mean? Grown up juice. It's only bad if you're drinking grown up juice irresponsibly. So I would be drinking grown up juice after doing the chores to relax in my own home. You know what I mean though, because sometimes We be having conversations, and I'm like, trust me, I have experience on this. I do not recommend following this path for a reason. Or I agree with your parents for a reason, you know? You know, it's not just you if it makes you feel better. Like if you feel like I'm babying you a little bit, like I do it to pretty much everybody. I do it to pretty much everybody, like to even to my adult younger siblings. Um, but like if I know that like little kids are around, like I try not to use colorful words. You know what I mean? Yes, I can tell. I can tell. And I think like maybe in your context as well, because you are a mature person and you end up like looking out for other people a lot. Like you've talked to me about looking out for your sister. So in that situation you are the like big sis, you know? So I could imagine being like, don't big sis me, I am the big sis. You know what I mean? Look at me, I am the captain now. But trust me, I've got, what, 15, 15 years on you? Easily? I think it's about 15 years on you. So I feel like I get to pull the big sis card. Yes, yes, but you know what? I need like a card, like a fancy card that I can just pull out, like my 15 years card. Like, bing! 15 years! Not in this situation. Yes, I know how that feels. I know how that feels. Definitely, I can understand. But it's not gonna stop me from babying you, so. Like, here in Japan, there's an expression and it basically means like that can't be helped, or like there's nothing that can be done about it, which is like shogunai. So in this situation, shogunai, you can't do anything about it. Okay, bye for real this time. Be good. Have a wonderful day, little sis. Bye, twin. I think, if I'm completely honest, Sophie is one of the main reasons why I do live streams these days, because I feel like sometimes I'll just be tired and then I'm like, do I want to live stream? And then I get on and then Sophie's on and we'll just be chatting, and that's always fun. So thanks, Sophie, when you watch this later. I appreciate it. Man, I did not realize I was going to be so tired today. I think part of the issue is not sleeping well last night, getting up early today, and then before streaming, I went to yakiniku to eat, which yakiniku is like a Japanese like barbecue place, where like it's kind of like all you can eat. So you pay for like a certain, like, I don't know, meal set, and like you sit down and you like order food, and it's just like back to back to back, and you eat pretty much however much you can until time runs out. And every time I do that, and plus, like, I am more tired after I eat if I haven't eaten anything throughout the day. And today I didn't really eat any meal. I just did that. So, yeah, I'm pretty much ready to crash. So, I think I'm going to sign out. I appreciate everybody for hopping on and for hanging out. Sorry I'm a little tired and late today. And then next month's live stream is probably going to be maybe earlier in the month. It's either going to be earlier in the month or we'll have 2 live streams in May. Yeah, that's the plan. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.